Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another episode of Left 4 Dead 2 Myth-Busting Mondays. In today's video for the final myth, we are going to be testing to see if in Versus mode, if a player that is a special infected can spawn in the safe room with you even though you have shut the safe room door. Are the survivors truly safe when the door is shut? We're going to have to find out at the very end of the video. So if you guys end up enjoying today's video, by the end, please drop a like, subscribe if you are new, and if you guys have a myth of your very own that you would like to be featured in next week's episode, please by all means put them here in the comments section down below, or also alternatively, you can leave them within my Discord server, which is going to be linked down below in this video's description. With all that being said though guys, I hope you end up enjoying this week's episode of Left 4 Dead 2 Myth-Busting Mondays. Myth: can you make a tank fall while he is climbing something by throwing grenades at him? Alrighty guys, so myth number 1 is going to be submitted by Glabursco. So I got a pipe bomb in hand, and then I'm going to spawn in a tank and I'm going to throw it right at his head. And it looks like the tank does not fall over. Next is going to be the Molotov, so here comes the tank again. And all it does is just set him on fire, it does not make him fall down. And then bio bombs are just a given that they'll break on impact, so we don't need to necessarily test those. So that means that myth number 1 is going to be busted. The grenades will not make a tank fall over when he's climbing on a surface. Myth: can you trick the Left 4 Dead 1 survivors into shooting you on the passing? So to test myth 2, what we're going to have happen is we're going to have no other special infected besides a tank. And we're going to spawn the tank in front of Lewis, and then we're just going to stand next to the tank. We just basically want to see if whether or not by standing next to the tank, if Lewis will hit us with a straight bullet or two. Now unfortunately, because we were not able to spawn the tanks inside of us and we had to stand around them, the only thing hitting me was the tanks, because trying to get any closer to them to try to get Lewis to accidentally shoot me resulted in the tanks beating me up. Unfortunately, Lewis does not have Stormtrooper aim and is shooting the wrong target. He has instead got pinpoint accuracy. So to make this as easy as possible, we just decided to no-clip to where Zoe and Francis are, spawn a tank in there, and now I have Francis shooting into my back and Lewis shooting right next to me while hitting the tank in the shoulder. And as you guys can see that there's so many bullets going downstream and yet none of them are hitting me, I think that what's happening here is that I am just invincible to Lewis's machine gun, because I would have definitely caught a straight bullet by now. So that means that myth 2 is busted. The Left 4 Dead 1 survivors cannot damage the Left 4 Dead 2 survivors, it seems, at all. Myth: can you save your downed teammate after you pass the no return point in chapter 4 of the parish? So by the no return point, I'm referring to this area, the apartment building. So if somebody's downed up here, normally it's impossible to save them, but I want to see if I can try to jump on this electrical box, because it seems that you can end up grabbing onto it if you run into its hitbox. Am I able to do some Left 4 Dead parkour and be able to save Glabursco? I might be able to, it's at least so far more than 0. I'm on the pipe, and then I gotta do this part. And, oh, so close, so close. So let's end up doing a second attempt. So I'm on the top pipe again, I jump on the spiky part, and then I'm going to go for the little piece right here, and yep, there we go. I was able to get back all the way up in here and be able to save Glabursco. So myth 3 is confirmed. If you end up having the parkour skills of a master and don't get grabbed by any smokers lurking nearby, you can save your teammates past this no return point. Myth: can you make shotguns be able to shoot 20 shots by glitching the special ammo boxes? Okay guys, so supposedly the way that you're supposed to do this one is you shoot all your bullets within a shotgun, and then as soon as you're reloading it automatically, you're supposed to pick up one of the special ammo types. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spawn in some incendiary rounds. I'm just going to shoot the Spaz 12 normally, just to show you guys that it's working as intended, and then I'm going to shoot it again, and then I'm going to pick up the incendiary rounds. So here we go, we're going to go to 0, I'm going to hit E, I'm going to reload, and now I am able to end up shooting, it looks like 10 bullets so far. What about the extra 10? Oh, I guess I do get an extra 10. Ah, damn, that's cool. Okay, so I end up having a 20 round Spaz 12. That's not overpowered or anything. Okay, it worked with incendiary, well, let's now try the frag rounds instead. So I'm shooting, and yep, it does indeed work. I ended up having 20 rounds in my Spaz 12. So myth 4 is also confirmed, so if you guys want to be Terry Crews from The Expendables 2, you now can. Alrighty guys, it is now time for the final myth, and once again is going to be, as a special infected in Versus mode, are you able to get into the safe room despite the safe room door already being closed? So let's now head over to the final myth and see if whether or not the game is broken or if we're just that good. Myth: in Versus, can you spawn in the safe room by spawning in right as you collide with the door in ghost mode? So the final myth can only work in one situation, which is that you have a downed or in-cap survivor outside of the safe room while everybody else is still inside. This is because any alive players that are outside the safe room keep the game going on until they either die and bleed out, or until they are rezzed and brought into the safe room with you. Now, how often does this happen? Sometimes, but not all the time. But the even bigger question is, am I actually able to end up going into the safe room despite the door being closed? Because I should not be able to under any circumstances, because that would just not be fair. So while the bots are bleeding out upstairs, I'm going to try to go after Glabursko. Now, I can see where this is trying to go. I can definitely see where the timing would definitely be at play, but I just do not want to believe this is something you can actually do. Well, because my hopes are very low for this actually working out, I'm only going to give this one more good attempt. So I'm going to have Glabursko go inside the safe room. I'm going to try to time it the best I can. So here we go. One last good attempt. I'm going to jump into the door now. Wait. Versus players, I'm so sorry for you. Nah, this just doesn't sit right with me. Why was that able to work? Why was that also so easy to do? Look, I'm the embodiment of average in versus mode, I'll admit that. And I will say this, is that I'm not the best player at this game mode, but there's being skillful, and then there's just totally being broken. This should not happen. The safe room is the safe room. You should not be able to get attacked in here, especially with the door shut. So the myth is confirmed, but unfortunately, it means that you can also abuse this. Like, any devs that are watching this video, this needs to be fixed. The safe room is the safe room. You're literally supposed to not be able to get killed or attacked in here, especially, like I said, with the door shut. If this goes on, this is going to be a problem. So apparently, since the safe room is no longer a safe room, if you are ever in there, at least for the time being, you should check every corner and make sure there's not a hunter in the bathroom or a smoker in the closet. Dude, if I'm in the safe room and I hear giggling and a jockey emerges around the corner, I'm just done. Versus players, I'm terribly sorry that the hell that this is about to unleash onto your lobbies. Alrighty guys, but that is going to be it here for today's video, and I do truly hope you guys ended up enjoying. But before you do take off though, I just want to mention one quick thing. Coming up soon here, I'm going to hit 5,000 subscribers, and for 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a Left 4 Dead 2 iceberg video. For those of you that don't know what an iceberg is, essentially what it is that it's just a essay-style video where you end up going down facts, trivia, rumors, and myths about a given topic, in this case Left 4 Dead, and as you go down the iceberg PNG, the facts get from well-known to less well-known. So if you guys want to see this video as soon as possible, then make sure you guys subscribe. And then relative to this video, I do hope you guys ended up enjoying it as well. If you guys ended up enjoying the myth-busting episode, please drop a like, subscribe, and if you have a myth of your very own that you would like to have be featured in next week's episode, please put them here in the comments section down below, or you can also leave it within my Discord server, which is going to be linked down below in this video's description. With all that being said though guys, I hope you end up enjoying seeing another YouTube video from the most unique YouTubers I'm ever going to see. Thanks for watching guys, I love all of you, and peace out.
Hey meme lords, Jesus here, and you better have enjoyed that video there by the eternal god Daddy Ninja. You should probably subscribe too, or the mighty Moab will come for your balls. If you enjoyed the video, you might like it too. And give me the memes. Flash, bang, boom!